Welcome to Trust the Dust. Cleopatra. Yes, that Cleopatra. The one everyone thinks was basically just eyeliner, silk robes, and a nonstop parade of doomed Roman boyfriends. Which, okay, fine, there were boyfriends. But reducing her to that is like calling a hurricane a light breeze with personality. First of all, Cleopatra wasn't even Egyptian. Plot twist. She was Macedonian Greek, descended from Alexander the Great's crew, ruling Egypt like, yeah, I inherited this ancient civilization. No big deal. But here's the flex. She actually bothered to learn Egyptian. The rest of her dynasty couldn't be bothered. She's already winning. She spoke something like 9 languages. 9. Most of us panic ordering coffee in another country. Cleopatra could negotiate treaties, seduce rivals, and insult you in multiple dialects. That's elite behavior. Now let's talk politics. Because Cleopatra was not out here collecting men like Pokemon cards. She was collecting alliances. Rome was basically the world's loudest, angriest HOA, and Egypt was prime real estate. Cleopatra knew survival meant attaching herself to power. Enter Julius Caesar. She famously smuggled herself into his palace rolled up in a carpet, which is either genius strategy or the world's most extra first impression. Spoiler, it worked. They teamed up, had a kid, and Cleopatra secured her throne. Then comes Mark Antony. Tall, dramatic, emotionally messy Mark Antony. Together, they were a political power couple and a tabloid nightmare. Rome called her a witch, a temptress, a foreign menace. Translation, we are terrified of this woman. Because here's the thing, Cleopatra ruled. She minted coins with her face. Not softened, not beautified. Strong nose, sharp chin, boss energy. She presented herself as a living goddess. Because if men can pretend to be divine, why not her? Eventually, Octavian, future Emperor Augustus, decided Cleopatra and Antony were inconvenient. Big war. Big loss. Antony dies tragically. Cleopatra refuses to be paraded as a trophy in Rome, because absolutely not. So she chooses death on her own terms, possibly via ASP, possibly poison. History is fuzzy. What's clear is this. She controlled the narrative to the very end. Cleopatra wasn't famous because she loved powerful men. Powerful men are famous because they couldn't ignore Cleopatra. And honestly, that's the kind of legacy that never goes out of style. Thank you for joining us on Trust the Dust. If you'd like to listen on the go, look for us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Please like and subscribe.